My fellow store associates, you all know what time it is. You all know what day today is. The busiest, the craziest, and the most explosive day of our entire year. People are gonna be charging through that door, head first into these deals that we have. And we all know that they're gonna run over each other and punch each other in the face just to get them. So I need you to stand strong. I need you to get to your post, and I need you to go out there and sell. Are you with me? Woo! Yeah! Woo! Okay, but sir, can I have a raise? No! It's the most wonderful time of the year. Thanksgiving has always been one of my favorite holidays, honestly, and it's mostly just because of the potatoes. I love potatoes. I am a potato. Like, genuinely. Can you think of any better food than potatoes? You just get all that cheese mixed in it, you get the butter mixed in it, It is truly tasty, and if you don't have good potatoes, then all of Thanksgiving is ruined. I can't be thankful when I don't have good potatoes! How'd I get on this tangent of potatoes? Oh, right, Thanksgiving. So, it's a great holiday, and I am thankful for the message that it's supposed to be sending.
But you know how they say that irony is built on the back of great intentions?
Well, look no further than the very next day after Thanksgiving, without fail. Black Friday. Obviously one of the most notorious events in the entire year. Because what better way to come out of a holiday that's made for being thankful for what you have and the people that you have around you than to go to a store to get new things. That has always been the most ironic thing to me of all time. Because on Thanksgiving, you're supposed to be like, oh yes, I am thankful for my family, and yes, I am also thankful for my junk 1979 Corolla. And you're supposed to just be thankful. So most people know that Black Friday is a day when you can get really high-priced items for very low costs. And if you're able to get your hands on those, then you just did stonks. But what is Black Friday and why do they call it Black Friday? Well, that is quite an easy question for me to answer, because that is when all of the shops are quote-unquote making a profit, or as they call it, being in the black. Being in the red means that you haven't actually technically made a profit on all the sales that you've been doing. But once you go into the black, you're earning big stacks. So with the stores finally earning a profit, they can finally pass the savings on to you.
I mean, obviously Black Friday is still a ploy for all the marketing people to get, more profits and stuff like that. And, it's not really that great of a deal for us, I'm sure.
But I digress, because I am not a marketing genius. I don't know how all that stuff works. I just make funny YouTube videos. But John, the videos aren't actually funny. Why do you gotta hurt me this way? But yes, that is Black Friday, and that is what they do. It's stock to make more stocks. Now, myself personally, I have actually only gone to a Black Friday event like once in my entire life. And that was all the way back to 2014 when I was just a little babby.
I'm just kidding. I was like 18. I was a man.
And you're probably wondering what item would make me, Jawunleashed, want to go out there and deal with all of the hecticness that is known as Black Friday. Well, you know how the PlayStation 4 came out in 2013, right? Well, that following year in 2014, they were having a big bundle event with a PlayStation 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. And I had been very cautious about buying a PS4 at that point, because they're probably going to release a better one in about a year or so. But when I saw that deal, I was like, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. And at that point, I had just gotten to college, and I was like, you know what? I don't really have a good console to play on. What the heck am I gonna do here? At that point, I had heard so many stories about Black Friday and how people fight over things and how people punch each other over it all. And I was scared. I was terrified. What if I go to get a PlayStation 4 and then I get punched by an old lady? Is it unethical to swing back because she swung first? These are all the questions I asked myself before I accepted the journey. And the thing was, the only store that was really doing that bundle that early was Best Buy. And the nearest Best Buy was like 5 minutes away, so I was like, you know what? How could I not do this? How could I choose not to? Now, to tell you the rest of this story, I actually have to give you a little bit of background into my personal life.
Y'all better not get weird and try to find me, or else I'll sue.
Now, I am originally from Oklahoma, and most, if not all of my family are in Oklahoma right now. And whenever I had to go to college, I actually moved up to Missouri where the university was. So at that point, I didn't actually have a family or anywhere really to go for Thanksgiving. I was all alone, like I am now. Don't worry, I've learned to cope. But one of the big biggest things at that point was that I just genuinely didn't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. I mean, I was new to the state, I was new to the city, and I just didn't have a lot of friends to go anywhere with. So at that point, whenever these Black Friday deals were actually being shown off, Best Buy was like, you know what, these deals are gonna start on Thanksgiving at 6 p.m. And you know what, thinking back on it, I don't think that it's a good idea to start deals on Thanksgiving. I mean, I feel like that's just really bad for the workers. I mean, come on, Best Buy. At least start them the next day. But during that year, I didn't really think about it. I was like, you know what? There's a deal here. There's a PlayStation 4! And I wanted to lick the PlayStation 4. Tastes like auto! So as you know, almost every single store has its own really unique deals. So about a week before the actual event, I decided to draw out my entire route of where I was going on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and just what I was doing. And thinking back on it now, I was like, was this PlayStation really worth it? Yes, it was. And I was like, okay, Thursday I'm gonna arrive at Best Buy at like 8 o'clock in the morning because obviously there's gonna be a lot of people. The TV deals are insane. You always see the videos of people tackling each other for the TV deals. Yeah, they're really good deals. But I was gonna get there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And remember what I said earlier, the store actually opens at 6 p.m. So it's like, I'm gonna be there for 10 hours. I was ready. I brought some snacks and I was pumped. That PlayStation's gonna be mine. So a week before the event, here's how my route was looking. 8 a.m., arrive at Best Buy, sit there in the parking lot and hope no one steals my spots. And if a baby tries to punch me, punch it back. I swear to God, child, you better back up. And the plan was to stay there until 6 p.m. to get my PlayStation 4 and then run out. Next up, I was gonna head back to my dorm and play the PlayStation until about 10 o'clock. Because at 11, GameStop was actually open up and there were a lot of deals on some really good games for the PlayStation that I could get. And with my newly acquired PS4, how else could I resist? Well, you know how I said that I made this plan about a week before Thanksgiving? Well, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I received a call from one of my professors, Lord bless her heart, and she asked me if I wanted to come over with her family and have Thanksgiving. She knew I was from out of state and that I had mentioned that I wasn't heading back home for Thanksgiving and that I was basically doing nothing for Thanksgiving. And they were going to be starting at 7 p.m. When I received that phone call, I was like, oh my God, that is like the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me. But then I thought back to my plan. My many hours of meticulously creating my route in order for Thanksgiving Black Friday sales. My thought process at that point was like, oh my God, I can't play my PlayStation 4 or set it up if I'm at a Thanksgiving dinner. But then I received a knock on my metaphorical door in my brain. Yeah, Josh, this is the voice of reason. You can't turn down a Thanksgiving dinner for a PlayStation 4. So without even considering my route, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I wanna go. I don't wanna miss out on this Thanksgiving dinner.
She mentioned there were going to be potatoes, so I was like, taters.
And I was super excited for it, and just, like I said, bless her heart, she was one of the nicest professors I've ever had. And then I thought about it more. You know, that's actually kind of perfect timing. It gives me enough time to go get my PlayStation 4, and then go to the dinner, and then also go to GameStop afterwards. It's like the perfect deal. Thanksgiving Day. The day had finally arrived. Now, I'm not one who loves waking up early. In fact, I hate waking up early. But John, don't you have to wake up early for your job? Why, actually, yes, that is the case. I woke up, put on my clothes, and headed down to Best Buy. When I was on my way over, I was terrified that there was going to be a crazy line there. I was just like, oh my God, there's not going to be enough PlayStations. I'm going to miss out on it. Then I arrived at the store and looked at the line. And what I saw terrified me. I saw a single tent in front of the door that had been sitting there all night. And then 4 other people after it. Bruh. I was going to be sixth in line. So I got out of my car and went to stand in line. And my God, those 10 hours... that was a tribulation now. If you've waited in line for anything that you were super excited about, you know that the worst part of the waiting is the anticipation. God, I can't wait to get my PS4. I'm gonna play so many games on it. And being a college student at the time with no job, I was gonna spend a lot of time on that. If I wasn't studying, I was gonna be gaming. But thankfully the wait wasn't too bad. I mean, there were actually some really cool people in line that we just chatted with for like 10 hours. It was really cool. And as the time drew nearer and nearer to the 6 p.m. opening time, the line started getting crazy long. I looked around the corner and I could have sworn it was like 3 miles long. No, but seriously, at like 5:45, I looked around the corner and there were, I swear, 1,000 people. There were so many people there waiting at that point, and I'm so glad that I was sixth in line. At around that time, some Best Buy employees were actually coming out and handing out stickers for items that people were really wanting. So like if you were earlier in line, you'd be able to say, oh yeah, I'm here for the PlayStation, or I'm here for the TV, or I'm here for something else specifically. And I can't tell you enough how excited and happy I was when I finally got that little ticket that said, hey, this guy is gonna get a PlayStation 4, and no one could take it away from me. Well, unless they beat me up for it. They really could have beat me up for it, actually. But at 6 o'clock when the store opened, I headed inside and went all the way back to the gaming section and got my PlayStation 4 GTA 5 bundle. And oh my god, the heavens opened up. As soon as I got it, I was like, oh, yes! I was so happy. I was so excited. But I paid for it, went outside to my car, and I just sat there for a second like, did I just stand out in a line for 10 hours? Yeah. I think I did. And I was genuinely tired. I mean, standing around for 10 hours is crazy. Do you know what my reward was for standing out there for 10 hours? Not only a PlayStation 4 with GTA 5, but also this most amazing Thanksgiving dinner I've ever had. No joke, my professor that invited me to that Thanksgiving dinner that day, that food was absolutely amazing. I felt so blessed and I was just like so happy to have been invited. I remember her sitting there and be like, Josh, what'd you do today? I stood outside for 10 hours. She didn't understand why I would do it, but you know what? She was still impressed anyway. So after I had my turkey, my ham, and then also my potatoes, I went to GameStop. And I was actually like the second person at GameStop too, so I was like, I got in and out with my games really quickly. There wasn't much to talk about there. It was like 5 minutes before it opened when I arrived. I guess people just don't like GameStop. But hey, I liked GameStop. They gave me good deals. But you know what was most surprising about that day? I don't think I saw a single person get trampled or beaten up or anything like that. I mean, you always hear these like horror stories of Black Fridays that just like people get absolutely mauled. There may be a really good deal for TVs and someone's gonna punch someone in the face for it. But no, when I was out there, I genuinely just had a really normal experience. Maybe because I was super early, I didn't get to see all the fighting or anything go down, but you know, maybe it's just me. And overall, I had a really good time. For 2020, it looks like most of the places are just doing like online deals and stuff like that. And I'm kind of happy that they're doing that. With COVID still running rampant, it makes a lot of sense that they would do it. But all right, everyone, thank you so much for listening to my experience of Black Friday back in 2014. I mean, that just feels like so long ago. I mean, I was in college at that point. I was just starting. And now I'm 2 years graduated. I'm a geezer. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and be on the lookout for some more videos to come in the future. If you would like to become a member of this channel, hit that join button down below and check out some exclusive perks. And also hit that little Y button at the top right of the screen to check out some epic merch. It's so pretty! But yes, thank you all again for watching this video, and you all stay awesome.